artist Ed Sheeran performing on the streets. An artist known globally for his songs, who performs to packed audiences across the world, whose tickets are very difficult to procure, giving a surprise to Bangaloreans with his impromptu performance on the iconic Church Street. Isn't it a fun weekend idea? But this excitement was unpalatable and was abruptly cut short as cops pulled the plug on the performance. Quite literally. While fans cheered and sang along, the Bangalore police suddenly decided to stop Ed Sheeran's performance.
Baby, come back. This is the best place to find lovers at the bar, is where I go. Me and my friends out at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and we talk slow. Having a party. Last night you were in my room. Now my bed sheets smell like you. Baby, come back. This is the best place to find lovers at the bar, is where I go. Me and my friends out at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and we talk slow. Having a party. Last night you were in my room. Now my bed sheets smell like you.
All right, just before he started performing, he did tell the viewers, that he did tell the locals who had stopped by, that he had the permission for only one song, a fact that was denied by the cops. However, is playing the chart buster Shape of You suddenly something that's illegal? Why was it stopped by the police? Is it a crime to play songs? Let's get you both the versions. Ed Sheeran's team says that they had sought permission from the cops. In fact, even before the performance, he says he was going to play more than one song. But right now, let's stick to one song. Cops, however, claim that permission was given only for one song because a street performance can cause traffic. But here's the catch. Sheeran was not even allowed to finish that one particular song. So what is the mystery behind all this? Was it really necessary to do this? What does it do to the image of Bengaluru? We'll help and try find all those answers and to help us with that, we are now joined by Dr. Sudha A.R. Halkai. She is a BJP Karnataka spokesperson. Dr. Nikul Patel of the Congress is with us. P.K. Jain, a retired senior IPS officer, is also with us. Dr. Nikul Patel, could you make sense of what happened?
See, whenever anything such like thing is happening on the street, the singer like him, if he start performing and crowds gathered, what will happen? We have already come across an incident where I think our South hero, that क्या नाम था उसका याद नहीं आ रहा है, लेकिन then one person died over there in a stampede. If people start gathering, then police responsibility is to maintain law and order. Allu Arjun. So police might have asked him to stop, and if again if requested is not accepted, then definitely police has to take the action, because once the message starts spreading that a international star like him is on the streets performing live, then you can understand what can happen. If you yourself say that tickets are going like anything, so people are crazy about such singers, so it will be difficult to handle the crowd. So that may be the reason that the cop had initiated the thing, and you can find that ultimately it was stopped.
Okay, but let's look at the visuals on your screens. We've seen the visuals that you're talking about of the premiere of Pushpa 2, where there were immense crowds. There is no such thing here. He is casually performing by the roadside. There are no crowds. There are no traffic problems happening. In fact, people who were there, who've been a part of that performance, they were watching that, including our correspondent himself, said it was quite nice and enjoyable surprise on a Sunday morning. So what exactly, and Ed Sheeran is saying that I have taken permission.
See, again, you have to evaluate the permission, whether what was written permission, and if he said verbally that he has taken permission for one song, even one song, okay, fine, but you can see he was performing at that particular time. But then I think the police asked him to stop. He was not stopping it, so it's action taken by the police based on law and order to maintain no crowd. Definitely no crowd is seen right now into the screen, but it can gather because of an international star like him. People, the message
Sir, but
spreads, and if it goes for 15-20 minutes and people start gathering, what will
he's
happen then?
performing one song. None of
You
Ed
only will
Sheeran's songs
criticize.
last for 20 minutes.
Press media like you only will criticize what was police doing, what was Karnataka government was doing. If you must appreciate that a cop had taken a cognizance of the event and he had act on it, and you must appreciate and respect is that he is going to perform live. People can go there and watch him and buy the tickets. That is what the ultimate objective will be. Even the star maybe have a thought process that I may come into the picture by doing such activity, and next day he will be on the news. So that may be one of the reasons that he might have act like this. Otherwise, he must have not done like this as a responsible international singer.
Okay. Before we move on and we get clarity on whether permission was required or not and whether it would have been a threat to safety of Bangaloreans, because Congress is extremely concerned about that, let's listen into once again what Ed Sheeran said.
Hey guys, so we were going to play more than one song, but we're only allowed to play one song, so hopefully that's enough. Hey guys, so we were going to play more than one song, but we're only allowed to play one song, so hopefully that's enough.
Dr. Halkai, do you think Ed Sheeran had any reasons to lie that, he was performing even though he did not have permission, yet he claimed to have permission?
To say that this is the most insensitive act by the Karnataka police, what was done to Edward Sheeran today. And the image has, it is absolutely tarnished the image of Bangalore, not only Bangalore, India as well, internationally, because Edward Sheeran, as we all know, he is a very well-known worldwide musician. And what the Congress spokesperson is telling, we have to appreciate the act of the cop for doing this. I would really appreciate the act of the police if they had registered the FIRs. There are so many cases in Karnataka where the FIRs are not being registered for the gruesome act of kidnap, suicide, and murders. There, the cops are acting very sensibly, according to the Congress spokesperson. Today, the Home Minister of Karnataka is the most incapable Home Minister, I'd like to say. And today, it was a very good moment when a world-known musician is performing on the streets of the Bangalore, and today being Sunday, the people are enjoying that. And he has already told he's got a permission, but the cops wanted to disconnect his audio. But the thing, what I would like to say is, in today's procedure, systemic procedure in Karnataka, it is like, corruption is there in every field. So anything which has to be put on paper, there has to be corruption. This is what this is what is happening in Karnataka today. And tomorrow there is going to be a show, and there's going to be a global investors meet. And what message is Bangalore going to give with this act of cops? Like the Home Minister has to reply for this today.
And since Congress party would like to insist that it is about safety of people and law and order situation to avoid a repeat of what happened in Telangana at the Hyderabad premiere of Pushpa 2. Mr. P.K. Jain, as a retired senior IPS officer, what you see on your screens, do you see as a safety, law and order or security threat?
Priya, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I think it was a gross overreaction on the part of the concerned police officer. On a Sunday morning, when the crowds are rather thin, even in a city like Mumbai, which is bustling with activity and vehicular traffic and all kinds of traffic, and crowds at all times of the day, Sunday is the day when the children play cricket on the streets and the roads. So on a Sunday morning, when the crowds would be rather thin and there do not appear to be much of crowd, taking action like this is just not warranted. If the crowd start building up, even if he sings 2-3 songs and the people come to know, how many people would gather in such a short period? Maybe 1,000, 2,000 people may gather, which is very easy to manage as far as the traffic is concerned. So I think they, instead of discontinuing his singing spree, they should have actually put a few 5-10 people on the road and try to manage the traffic out there. I don't think, possibility of Allu Arjun like situation just does not arise, because that was a pre-announced program. There was a premiere which was to be held in that theater. So it cannot be compared with a program like Allu Arjun. So this was a very impromptu kind of a program. And if you go to a foreign country, in most of the plazas, you find that there are performers, street performers, singers. They stand anywhere, take out, connect their speaker systems and their sound system, then they start singing, performing, etc. I don't see any problem at all whatsoever. I think it was a gross overreaction on the part of the concerned officer. I would not blame the Bangalore police per se, because one does not know at what level this decision was taken. I think it was a decision taken by that concerned officer from the police station. So senior officers probably would not even be aware of it till the time it was reported to them, or they must have seen it on the media. A gross overreaction, Priya. I have no second thought about it.
Mr. Nikul Patel, are you now convinced?
See, the retired officer rightly said that definitely it was Sunday, 10,000, 2,000 people may start gathering, 15, 20 minutes. You yourself said he was asking for one song, but it may go to 2, 3. It depends upon the crowd.
And if it would have gone to 2, 3, then you stop him, no? He's taken permission. Do you imagine the kind of damage it does to the reputation of Bengaluru?
Let me put my point. Everyone has put their point. Let me put my point. I'm going to an exaggerated situation which can happen. Any government
Exactly the point, that it is an exaggerated situation.
If cop is acting impromptu, if a singer who is responsible singer, international star, if I'm going to sing with a guitar, nobody is going to get gathered. That you can understand. If you are going to sing, nobody is going to gather. If a street player is going to sing, nobody is going to gather. But an international star like him, Grammy winner award, and if he starts singing and within 15, 20 minutes,
so you're saying that an international Grammy award winner singer is lying when he says he has taken permission for one song?
So one song, every singer in his singing, he said, I'm going to play a song. So that doesn't mean
had he not, then the cops could have taken him to task.
That is an illogical argument. That is an illogical argument.
No, it's not. It's a perfectly logical argument, and I'll tell you why. It is because this is not the first time that Bangalore's reputation has taken a hit. Just a week ago, there was another band, Cigarettes After S, that was supposed to perform. Their program was cancelled. Last year, Trevor Noah had come, and Trevor Noah is an extremely renowned actor. He complained of mismanagement from a city that is known for, its next generation trends, lifestyles. It's now become a city that doesn't even allow a very, very famous star to perform one song by the streets. And you're okay with that?
Cop had taken appropriate action to control the law and order, and I appreciate that he has asked the singer not to sing, but he is continuously singing, so he had done his duty.
Dr. Halkai, cops were only doing their duty.
The culture of India is known as, we are known for Atiti Devo Baba, and here this image is completely tarnished, as I told. And what they are talking about, the cops were doing their duty. Where are the cops when they give a red carpet welcome to the jihadi elements in Karnataka today? Today, the image of Bangalore, that is, it is a Silicon City, it is because it's the brand Bangalore. The image is completely tarnished today. I'm telling you, so many international investors have taken back their investment which was done during the double engine sarkar from the BJP. None of the investors are ready to invest in Karnataka today because of this bad conduct and act of Karnataka government as well as the police department.
And so let's ask people firsthand, because who better to have an opinion on this matter than the Bangaloreans themselves. Mr. Prasen is joining us on the broadcast. Sir, what do you make of what the police in Karnataka did there?
Yeah, hi. See, what I'm seeing what I heard actually, a friend called me. Actually, what I'm seeing right now is the cop should have approached the bodyguards of the Ed Sheeran. They would have told them that, see, we are only having permission. Can you stop this? And they could have called their superiors, asked them, sir, he's continuing for another 5-10 minutes. Is it okay? First, you ask those superiors, you just don't come and unplug, right? What is the kind of image we are projecting? So what is that Ed Sheeran is going to pass to their to the world, that, see, these guys didn't even allow me to perform another couple of songs which should not have harmed anybody here, right? So this is not the way that he just comes and unplugs everything. Dial up a couple of people, ask permission for 10 more minutes, or he's asking permission 10 more minutes. It wouldn't have harmed anybody.
Even a common citizen knows what's the sensible thing to do. I wonder why the cops did not know. Sir, unfortunately, we've completely run out of time, Mr. Jain, so we'll have to take a break. Thank you, sir, and ma'am, for joining us.